How to prepare your houseplants for winter. Hello to all plant lovers. In this video, we're going to teach you how to prepare your houseplants for winter so they stay healthy and vibrant during the cold, low-light season. Knowing how to care for houseplants in winter is very important. They rely on us to provide the right conditions for them. Their growth slows down in winter, and many of them enter a dormant state with shorter days and much less sunlight. There are certain houseplants that are better suited to colder temperatures, dry air, and the dry heat indoors during the winter months, making them some of the best winter plants. These include plants that grow as indoor plants during the winter, low-light plants that can tolerate reduced sunlight, and many of them are low-maintenance houseplants. Tropical plants native to warm, humid regions, which make up many of the most popular indoor plant choices, will have the most difficulty adjusting to winter. Therefore, changes need to be made to help them thrive. Although the care requirements vary from plant to plant, and certain types of plants need very specific care, such as how to care for succulents in winter, all plants rely on us to provide the right levels of warmth, light, water, proper air conditions, and nutrients. How to care for houseplants in the cold season. 1. Reduce watering of houseplants in the cold season. Dormant plants are essential because the days get shorter and growth slows down. The growth rate of houseplants significantly decreases during the cold season, so they require much less water. Overwatering during their dormant phase can lead to root rot. Dormant plants do not need much water. In fact, excessive water can accumulate at the bottom of the pot, damaging the roots and causing poor growth. Watering needs vary depending on the type of plant, but generally, watering once or twice a month or even less is sufficient. Cacti and succulents may not need watering at all until spring. However, be mindful of the watering schedule for plants in warmer rooms, as pots may dry out more quickly. Therefore, depending on where your plants are located in your home, such as a humid environment like the bathroom, a warmer space like the kitchen, or a calming living room or bedroom, their care will differ. Depending on their location, the soil may dry out more quickly, especially for plants on the floor in warm areas or those near a radiator. Two, do not fertilize houseplants during the cold season. If you're wondering whether or not to fertilize houseplants in winter, the answer is no. There's no need to feed them in winter. Only fertilize plants when they are actively growing. Fertilizing houseplants during the cold season can do more harm than good. Plants won't use many nutrients during this time. We recommend skipping fertilization in late fall and winter. Fertilizer at this time can harm plants, as unused nutrients can lead to salt buildup and root burn, or disrupt the plant's natural growth cycle. Forcing plants to grow by feeding them during their dormant period can result in spindly stems and pale leaves. Give your plants their last feed in the fall. Plants need rest in winter, and encouraging growth puts them under unnecessary stress, which can lead to weak growth in the spring. 3. Move houseplants to a brighter spot during the cold season. One way to care for houseplants during the cold season, with shorter days and reduced light levels, is to move them to a spot where they can receive maximum sunlight. However, be cautious of cold drafts coming through windows. If you have a greenhouse or patio, you can move your plants there so they can enjoy more sunlight during the winter months. With the change in sunlight and shorter days, consider moving your light-loving plants closer to windows. Rotate your plants regularly to ensure they all receive light. If you have dark corners that don't get sunlight during the day, adding grow lights can make a real difference. Light sensitivity will vary depending on the type of plant, and some houseplants may get damaged from too much direct sunlight, so be sure to research the light needs of different types. If the pots are moved to areas where pets can access them, make sure the plants are pet-friendly. You're moving your indoor plants closer to a sunny windowsill during the winter. Just make sure you don't pull the curtains in front of them and accidentally expose them to the cold outside. Plants from dry regions, such as cacti and succulents, require a lot of heat and light, so you'll definitely need to keep an eye on them in fall and winter. If you're wondering why your succulent is dying, it might be because it's not getting enough sunlight. Four, move houseplants during the cold season. If your plants were previously in a high light position, you should pay attention to how light changes with the seasons and consider whether your plant would benefit from a change of location. The light coming into your home changes with the seasons. If your plant is near a window that is shaded by a tree, the sunlight may become stronger after the leaves fall from the tree. You might need to move your plant a little farther back to prevent the intense rays from burning the leaves. Also, as the days get shorter, check the angle of sunlight. You may need to move some plants to better align with the changing light levels in your home. It's a good idea to rotate your indoor plants during the winter, since they naturally grow towards light. To maintain a healthy, uniform shape, rotate your plants once a week during fall and winter, and enjoy the beauty of your greenery, even on cold days. Five, keep houseplants away from heat sources during the cold season. Review the placement of your plants in your home, especially away from windows that may let in cold air, and heaters that may raise the temperature beyond your plant's preferences. Most houseplants do not like temperature fluctuations, and this can be problematic during winter, as they are exposed to heat from sources like fireplaces and radiators, but also cold drafts from doors and windows. The key to keeping them happy is to try to maintain a consistent temperature. Sudden drops or increases in heat will stress your plants and may even cause them to go into shock. So try to keep the temperature stable. Plants thrive in a consistent environment. Six, monitor room humidity for houseplant care during the cold season. Many common houseplants are tropical, so they prefer humidity over the dry air caused by central heating. Therefore, mist them every few days. Many houseplants, like orchids or peacock plants, thrive in humid conditions. Our homes are often too dry and warm for their needs, and heating during winter makes conditions even drier. Keeping the environment humid really helps maintain the health of your houseplants. Here are a few tips recommended by experts in this area. Grouping plants together is an easy way to create a microclimate with more humidity, as plants release water vapor through transpiration, which is then trapped by the leaves of other plants in the group. You can also use a humidifier near your plants or place them near a tray of water. The idea is to add moisture to the air, not to place the plant in a water tray. Regularly misting the plant's leaves and placing it on a tray filled with pebbles, gravel, or stones, and water can also help increase humidity. Seven. Cleaning dust from houseplants during the cold season. Collecting dust on the leaves of houseplants can block their pores and also harbor pests, so regularly cleaning the foliage, especially in winter, is important. Dust your houseplants during winter to ensure they can absorb as much light as possible. Most houseplants collect a layer of dust over time, which prevents them from producing food through photosynthesis. 8. Check houseplants for pests. Many plant pests thrive in the dry winter air, and plants in a dormant or semi-dormant state are more vulnerable to damage. Keep an eye on your plants by regularly dusting their leaves and addressing any issues as soon as you spot common houseplant pests. Additionally, much lower humidity creates an ideal environment for spider mites and other pests that thrive in dry conditions. Common pests to watch for in houseplants include whiteflies, spider mites, and scale insects. Always remove damaged and diseased leaves, as they can lead to further disease or pest infestations. Treat and remove any pest as soon as possible, and if the problem doesn't improve, compost the plant. It's not worth risking your other plants to save one. 9. Prune and trim houseplants during the cold season. To help your houseplants look their best during the cold season, remove any debris and dead leaves from the top layer of soil. Trim the yellowing lower leaves to refresh your plant. You should also remove damaged leaves. This encourages your plant to direct nutrients towards healthy leaves rather than wasting energy on dead ones. Conclusion. By following these simple tips, you can prepare your houseplants for winter and ensure they stay healthy and thriving throughout the season. I hope these tips were helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care of your plants.